The Gospel of Judas, the ultimate betrayal, explained. Introduction. The skeleton in the Christian closet. For nearly 2,000 years, one name has been the universal shorthand for treachery: Judas Iscariot. According to the traditional Gospels of the New Testament, he was the ultimate traitor, the man who sold out the Son of God for 30 pieces of silver, sealing his fate with a kiss of death. But in 1978, deep inside a cave near Millennia, Egypt, a leather-bound papyrus codex was discovered. It had spent centuries buried in the sand, passed through the hands of black market antiquity dealers, and was even frozen in a New York safe deposit box before scholars finally translated it in 2006. Its title, The Gospel of Judas. This text completely flips the script on the most famous execution in human history. It claims that Judas wasn't a villain at all. Instead, he was Jesus' closest friend, acting on a secret, divine command. Part 1. The Gnostic Worldview. To understand this text, we have to understand who wrote it. The Gospel of Judas is a Gnostic text likely written in the mid-2nd century by a sect known as the Scythians. The Gnostics saw the world through a radically different lens than Orthodox Christians. The physical prison, which Gnostics believed the material universe was inherently evil, a flawed creation built to trap divine sparks of light. The second one being the lesser God. The God of the Old Testament, the creator of the physical world, was not the true supreme being. They called him the Demiurge, a foolish lower deity. And finally, salvation through knowledge. You didn't get to heaven by believing in a resurrection. You escaped the physical world through gnosis, which means secret experiential knowledge of the true spiritual realm. In this framework, Jesus' mission wasn't to die to pay for human sins. His mission was to teach humanity how to wake up and escape their physical bodies. Part 2. The core narrative, a laughing Jesus. The text opens not with a birth narrative, but during the week of ministry just days before Jesus' crucifixion. Right away, the narrator establishes a sharp divide between Jesus and his 12 disciples. In one crucial scene, Jesus comes across his disciples offering a traditional prayer of thanksgiving over a meal. To their shock, Jesus starts laughing. When they angrily ask why he's mocking them, Jesus replies that they aren't praying to the true God. They are unknowingly worshiping the Demiurge, the lesser creator God. The disciples grow furious, swearing at him. Only one man stands fast, refusing to look away. That was Judas Iscariot. Judas steps forward and declares, "I know who you are and where you have come from. You are from the immortal realm of Barbello." By naming Barbello, the Gnostic term for the divine, supreme mother spirit, Judas proves he possesses the secret gnosis because he understands the true reality. Jesus pulls him aside to tell him the mysteries of the kingdom. Part 3. The secret revelation. The heart of the text is a private dialogue where Jesus explains the true cosmos to Judas. It reads like a cosmic map detailing vast realms of light, dozens of heavens, and legions of angels. But the climax of the text shifts back to earth, where Jesus delivers his specific, highly controversial mandate to Judas. Jesus says, "You will exceed all of them, for you will sacrifice the man that clothes me." To a traditional Christian, this sounds horrific, but to a Gnostic, it is the ultimate favor. Jesus is saying that his physical body is just a shell, a prison of flesh and bone. By handing Jesus over to the authorities to be executed, Judas isn't destroying Jesus, he is liberating him. He is helping the divine spirit of Christ shatter its earthly cage and return to the realm of light. Jesus warns Judas that this mission comes with a terrible price. Jesus says, "You will be cursed by the other generations." Judas will become the villain of history, hated by millions, all to fulfill a secret, sacred task that the other disciples are too blind to understand. Part 4. The Betrayal and the Abrupt End. The Gospel does not feature a dramatic trial, a crown of thorns, or a grueling crucifixion. It ends abruptly in the upper room. The high priests are murmuring, looking for a way to arrest Jesus during prayer because they are afraid of the crowds. Judas approaches them, receives a sum of money, and hands Jesus over to them. The text simply stops. For the Gnostic writers, the crucifixion itself didn't matter. The physical death was just a technicality. The real victory had already happened in the transfer of secret knowledge. Conclusion. Historical fact or ancient fan fiction? So does this tell us what actually happened in the first century Jerusalem? Modern historians almost universally say no. The Gospel of Judas was written about 130 to 170 AD, long after the original historical figures had died. It doesn't give us a window into the historical Judas. It gives us a window into the fierce ideological battles of the early church. It was a weaponized text, written to criticize the growing Orthodox Church, mocking mainstream bishops as blind guides leading their flocks to a false god. Even though it isn't an eyewitness account, the Gospel of Judas remains a profound psychological and theological artifact. It challenges us to look past the surface of ancient history, revealing a time when the story of Christianity was still wildly up for grabs, and where even the ultimate villain could be cast as the ultimate hero.